Good morning. It is video number 2 of my Let's Talk series. Today is Thursday, July the 3rd. Got not a big day, but going out tonight. Tonight, my wife and I, we are going across the river into St. Louis. We live on the Illinois side of the Mississippi, and the river's like 2 miles right there. We are going into town tonight to go see Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon laser show. Oh yeah. If it was the 80s, I'm sure it would be freaking amazing, but it's not. That's 45 years later, so we're just going to go enjoy ourselves the way we are. No mind-bending chemicals or anything like that. So anyways, I said I wanted to talk about things that pertain to people our age. Let me give you a little background on myself. Sorry if I look around. I wrote notes. I didn't prepare myself by putting them in front of me. Okay, so let me give you a little background on me. Okay, I was born in California, in a suburb of Los Angeles called Montebello. My grandfather lived there. I remember going to his house on many occasions with all the cousins, and the aunts and the uncles. It was a big corner house, and we had a lot of good times there. My sister, I have one sister. She was born in Santa Ana, another suburb of Los Angeles. And by the time we are 2 years apart. She's 2 years younger. And by the time I was 3, we moved to a suburb about 100 miles up the highway, up north, up the coast, attached to Santa Barbara, a little suburb called Goleta. Yeah, go DP Chargers! Woo! So anyways, that's where I was raised. And that's where my health, believe it or not, started failing me. And that was in 1980. I was 16 years old. And I was a baseball player. Notice the jersey. Go Dodgers. Woo! Back-to-back champs. Here we go. When I was playing baseball, one game in particular, I slid into second base. I slid a little too late, and I didn't really slide. I just came to an abrupt halt. Well, I needed help off the field. I couldn't walk under my own strength. They had to carry me off. And as the days went by, it progressively got worse and worse, and I was screaming in agony. Blew a disc in my lower back at 16 years old. So I had to go under the knife at 16. And back then there was no microsurgery. They opened you up like a Christmas ham. And so the doctor did his thing. I have no hardware in there. Did his thing. Everything was great. Okay? I continued to play baseball and other sports, and it was a good time. My chosen career was pest control. I was an exterminator for 25 years in Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo County. That's the adjoining county to the north. 25 years, had my own business at the end, sold that, and got out of the game. Couldn't stand it anymore. At that time, I got married to my starter wife. Yeah, you do it once and you kind of figure things out and go, yeah, this is what I don't want. That's what I do want. This isn't working. But that's a whole other ball game and a whole other story I'm not going to dive into. So, yeah. So that's about where I'm going to end it. I'm going to keep these things about 5 minutes and we'll move forward. Tell me what's going on with you. I'm really interested. Where you are, where you live, what's going on. All right. Peace out. Go Dodgers. And we'll talk again.